Hello all, you're very welcome. Great to have your company as we celebrate what was an incredible Gallagher Premiership season, with Bath finally winning the trophy after an almost 30-year wait. That's the main story, but how about the subplot? The tries, almost 8 per game. Now that was something to celebrate.
A brand new Gallagher Premiership story. A lot of work to do. Oh, Hassel-Collins.
It's the game that keeps on giving.
Gloucester unpacking the magic early on. Oh, it's shaken! I almost can't speak.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's magnificent.
Hey, it's been good, hasn't it? So many tries. And that's why we're celebrating tries today, David Flatman and Emily Scarratt. That's why. And you can still score tries. You're still young, you're still fit, you're still playing rugby, you got a World Cup. You get to enjoy this stuff still.
That's the theory. I definitely score less now than I used to back in the day.
How many career tries have you got?
I honestly don't know. Hopefully a few more than Flats.
Imagine having that many that you just don't even know, Flats. How about you? What you got?
406. No, just 6.
6.
So I've got so few that I do know. 6.
And were any of them spectacular?
One of them was good, actually, against Newcastle. I sort of did a...
Well, maybe the next year we'll have time.
Okay, yeah.
We don't today, I'm afraid. Yeah. But don't you feel, Emily, that there's definitely been a move to more attacking rugby in the last few seasons in the Premiership?
Oh, definitely. And I think this season especially, we've seen some unbelievable tries. We've seen teams really going after it and, not throwing the ball around aimlessly, but really intentful in how they want to move the ball. It's not just about that physical battle through the middle of the field anymore. It's about a bit more balance. It's about a bit of stretch. We've seen so many wingers and back three with hands on ball scoring tries, and the product as a result has been brilliant across the board. Yeah,
look, viewing figures are up across the board. Younger people are watching more Premiership rugby as well. It needs to be like this. It needs to be entertaining, doesn't it?
I think you're right. I think we look now at when Quins won it back in 2021, averaged 6.28 tries per game. Now we're up to just shy of 8 on tries on an average Premiership game. So I think you're right. There is a balance to be struck between innovative, brilliant attack and some integrity of defence. We don't want to be too boring about that, but there is. It can't just be 55, 54 every week, because I think it ultimately that dilutes the integrity of it a little bit, but it isn't like that every week. There is still jeopardy in lots and lots of games. The league went pretty much down to the wire. I think we are blessed to have some wonderful athletes who have been given excellent coaching. We've got brilliant attacking coaches now in the Prem, and they're being given freedom to express themselves beyond the bounds of what they get coached sort of Monday to Thursday. So I think we're lucky to be watching the Prem as it is in its current guise.
You're going to see some brilliant tries over the course of the show today, but definitely, as Flats is saying, there's a freedom, and head coaches are saying, try things, give it a go. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work out. So we see some really crazy passes, no-look passes. It's so much fun. Yeah, and it just seems like that's filtered down to the players, the confidence of which some of these individuals are playing with. And you see that with their pass selection or their choice in what they're going after in terms of that attacking play. I think certainly a couple of years ago, defence was on the front foot, wasn't it? And the attack suffered because of it. And it almost seems like we've flipped that again. Everyone's gone back into attack mode. How can we break down that defensive piece? And as a result, it's been super exciting to watch, and hopefully long may that continue. I'm going to give you a choice. You can tell your try story, or you can look at Bath's trophy lift from this season.
I'll look at the trophy lift, please.
Let's have a look at this. Yeah, and the great thing about this is they played attacking rugby en route to the title, didn't they?
They played great rugby, and actually they scored some wonderful tries. There were a few big sort of cricket scores in there, but that wasn't just what they were about. They're not just a team that moves the ball. They're a clinical team, but they have a lot of power. They put a lot of emphasis on set piece, a lot of emphasis on their tactical kicking game, primarily from Ben Spencer actually at 9, almost following that French model, or more Premiership terms, that Richard Wigglesworth model, controlling a lot from 9. They're a team that had everything. So en route to the title, they played in every sort of different way. Whereas a lot of the teams that focus on attack and we move the ball, roll the dice from everywhere, it's really entertaining, but it can be just as predictable as kicking the thing every time. So there's a balance to be struck. This season, Bath struck it better than anyone.
What they didn't have is the season's top try scorer. In fact, we didn't just have one, we had 2.
An Ibitoye. It's almost beyond words. Oh, no! You're not allowed to do that.
There's space here for Ibitoye.
It is attacking perfection. Oh, Hassel-Collins. Such a big ball carrier.
Boy, is he in try-scoring form now.
Hassel-Collins! The roar of the season. Brilliant finishing from Ollie Hassel-Collins.
Love them both. Love the way they play their rugby. 13 tries apiece. That's an incredible season, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. And I think, you know, just look at that list. It's all back three players. We spoke around in terms of obviously how teams have potentially changed their attacking style a little bit, and certainly that back three are really benefiting from that. Last season or a couple of seasons ago, you would have seen 2-3 hookers on that list because of the more dominance that teams were showing. So for me, as an outside back, I love to see it.
I'd agree with that. I wasn't an outside back, but I think you're right. We want the fastest, best runners, most exciting runners scoring the most tries, don't we? I'll go along with that.
Gabriel Ibitoye is so much fun to watch. It's impossible to know what he's going to do next. He's got incredible feet, high pace, smile on his face. Love him, love him, love him.
I think that what stands out most of all for Gabriel Ibitoye is the stats are there for us to see. Beaten loads of defenders, lots of offloads. This is a hugely talented player who hasn't, by his coach, been constrained by what sort of constitutes the role of a contemporary professional winger. There are bits you just have to do. You have to chase kicks, you have to compete in the air. They're not necessarily areas of strength for him. He's not a particularly tall guy. You wouldn't say dominates the aerial battles on a week-to-week basis, but instead of saying, well, this is a box you don't tick as well as someone who's 6'3", you know, actually what you do, the boxes you do tick, you're exceptional at. You have super strengths, and he's almost given permission to roam around and try stuff. There's a huge amount of talent, and of course, with that, there's a lot of stuff with Gabriel Ibitoye that doesn't come off. But when it does come off, and it comes off more than it doesn't, when it does come off, it's spectacular and it's completely unpredictable. So I don't think Bristol use him just to entertain fans. I think that's part of it. He is highly effective, as you see by the number of tries he scored this season, as many as anybody else. But this is a player who is effective because of the freedom he's given, and I love that.
Wingers are kind of like strikers in football, aren't they? They go in and out of form. And Ollie Hassel-Collins, London Irish, burning up the place. Funny old time then initially with Tigers. Now he's just found himself again, full of confidence, scoring great tries.
Oh, and how good has it been to see him back scoring so many tries as we've seen this season? It's been brilliant. You know, we know him for his out-and-out pace and his finishing abilities. We've just seen there. This in and out is filthy, to be honest. It's such a good finish, but you know, he is out and out pace, but he's also got that power and he's finding that balance as well. And certainly in a back three that Leicester Tigers have had all season with Radwan and Freddie Stewart, you've got quite a good balance with Andre Pollard kicking the ball across you. It's not a bad way. Fortunately, didn't find him enough for me in the final, which obviously, you know, let them down a little bit. But certainly, you know, he doesn't offload as much as Ibitoye, but defenders beating clean breaks is awesome.
I liked him as well at the Premiership Awards this year. The outfit he wore.
Yeah.
He dressed like a superstar. He's
Wicked.
got Riz. We know stuff. Riz, we can say that. But you know what I mean? He's got something about him, hasn't he?
He's allowed to be himself, right? And it's, you know, he doesn't have to be like anybody else. And as a rugby player, he's doing brilliantly. He's in brilliant form. But you're only a pro rugby player for an hour and a half a week, right? The rest of the time you're training, hanging with your mates, with your teammates, and you're allowed to be yourself. And you can tell certain teams really embrace that, like Ibitoye, like Ollie Hassel-Collins. It's great. Go and do it.
I love a bit of that. You have chosen your favourite tries.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. OK, you can tell your story about your favourite try. You scored it. We could look at... I'm making a decision for you. Here are Flat's favourite tries.
Gonzalez brilliantly. Oh my goodness! Juan Martin Gonzalez with the tackle, with the steal, with the run, with the try.
This is Revival, great acceleration. That is insane! Oh my goodness! Ibitoye with the try!
Oh, how aggressive were those children?
Yeah, a bit much, isn't it?
Bit much, you know, parents.
I blame the parents, actually, yeah.
Let's talk
My
about
tries, do you like them?
I like them lots, yeah.
Yeah, the truth is that they are two of my three favourite tries of the season, but we got a WhatsApp from our producer asking which ones, and Skaz got in there first, which the one that's probably the best, but that's coming a bit later. But the Gonzalez one I love because I love him as a player. He's a fabulous player. When you consider he's in the same back row as Theo McFarlane, Ben Earl, and he regularly stands out in the Saracens' back row. It's a hell of a player. So he chases this kick with the leg straps on. So he chases, he tackles, he gets to his feet, he jackals, he uses his pace, a fake punt dummy inside, beats two players to score, one of whom is Thomas Williams, one of the best scrum halves in the game. So apart from put the box kick in himself, he does all of it. And it's a fabulous finish, still takes some finishing. He's a wonderful player. Unfortunately, this has been... The whole thing of picking this try has been soured for me a little bit because Lewis Ludlow, Gloucester back row, has sent me a message saying he thinks it was a penalty because he didn't show a clear release. And my response to that was, get a life, mate.
Yeah, get a
Ruining
life.
everyone else's fun.
We're here, Lewis, right? Trying to have a good time, celebrate the league. Skaz World Cup on the way. She's taking time out. Flat's big, busy barbecue season, and we're trying to. And you're just there giving out about stuff.
I just think grow the game, lads. That's what I think. That's what I think. And the next try.
Why do he thinks we're serious? We're joking.
No, I think
we're joking. Next try.
He's
go.
quite big.
Yeah.
The next try, I don't think it's a particularly amazing try. The build-up is fine. The attack's fine. I put it in for one reason. It's because of the Rivovo pass. Here it is off the deck, and it looks great from this distance. But it's better than great. It might be the best pass we've seen in the Premiership in 9,000 years. It's that good. Keep your eyes on this. He's being tackled. And if that is Skaz said to me earlier when watching it, if that's a short pop behind the back, that's a really good pass. That's really nice. But the distance that pass travels and the accuracy and the position from which he threw it is a skill level that I don't think you can teach it, and I don't think you have to have it. And I think once you have it, you have to work unbelievably hard. And we see this guy, Calavetti Rivovo, I know he didn't score it, but we see him having so much influence in games. And this is someone who has got whatever it is in terms of skills, genetics, he's got the lot. But that isn't it. It's intelligence and it's work. And it makes him one of the most impactful players. And that pass, he's done so much amazing stuff this season. That's the best thing he's done.
We want players doing stuff that kids will try at home. Brian O'Driscoll gave us loads of little moments, passed to himself.
Yeah.
We want this. We want more of this. I mean, that's. Did you try it after?
I was going to say, it's not just kids at home, it's full-grown professionals trying that as well. I mean, stuff like this is awesome. And like Flat said, that's instinct. You can't really teach somebody, when you get tackled like that, you've got the opportunity to maybe throw a big one behind. Like, that is just pure instinct, and you absolutely love to see it. But again, it's born out of the freedom that these Bristol players have to just express themselves, feel what's on around them, and as you say,
how hard is that to do?
Oh, unbelievably hard. Unbelievably hard. It's one thing to, as I say, think about it. One thing to find the pass, and then the execution of it to be absolutely on the money is just a totally.
Well, I'll tell you how hard it
10
is.
metres.
You don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it. That's how hard it is. It's too hard for almost all professional players.
But we will see it in the World Cup.
Skaz is going to do one in the first half of the first game she plays in.
And when you do it,
and you may not see me again for the rest of the tournament.
If selected. And if they score off the back, you just do a C and an F for Craig and Flats after. It's part of a celebration. Thanks so much. Good stuff. You saw it here in telly. It's absolutely going to happen. After the break, Emily's given us her favourite tries from an incredible Premiership season. We've seen your favourite ones. We liked them.
Yeah.
We thought they're good, but we knew
She's got the best ones.
she's going to have the best ones. Yeah?
Hopefully.
Well, it better be good.
Yeah.
This is them.
Here comes Rivovo, battering through Spencer. Talk about high octane. One-handed gather from Heward. Quick ball for Genj. He's done! That try, nothing less than a sensation.
Oh, brilliantly taken. Thomas! That's extraordinary. Rugby from another universe.
Rugby from another universe, said Nick Mullins. He doesn't like to exaggerate. He does. He really does. Why'd you choose those ones?
I think, obviously, the first try, James Dunn, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's a Prem semi-final. You're away at the Rec. Everything is on the line, and Bristol pull that out of the bag. It all starts again with that man Rivovo, everything we've spoken about already, and just his absolute ability and flair. You think this is a brilliant kick initially from Ben Spencer, really pins him down. Wilmore just gets it a little bit wrong, and then it's, from here on out, it's just absolute box office. And it's what Bristol have done all season. As soon as they get a loose ball, as soon as they get a turnover, you immediately think this could be a try, no matter where they are on the field. They build the phases incredibly well. They manage to get the ball out wide. And obviously at this point, Bath, they're struggling, aren't they? They're really scrambling. They thought they'd made a brilliant kick downfield, and they just keep building, struggle to get back defensively. The other Dunn does a great job there, and then it's James Dunn. And honestly, that when I was watching it, I was thinking that's got to be try of the season. I know so many people have spoken about it on social media. The soft skills at the end, brilliant. And that first half of that game was absolutely bonkers, wasn't it? Like
I love the way the ref calls flat pass on that as well.
Yeah.
So we just enjoy it. We're not going back to look at it.
Nobody ruined that one. Yeah,
brilliant.
Unbelievable. So good.
It was interesting from them as well, because when it got to the pointy end of the season, Bristol, they tried to change the game a little bit. They upped their kicking rate. They're playing more conservative rugby. And it actually didn't really suit them. That's their game, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. like, we speak about balance. We spoke about balance with Bath, and obviously it was really successful for them. And Bristol have sort of hung their hat a little bit on this more expansive, higher risk play, and it suits them. It's what they train. You know, as soon as you come away from something that you do day in, day out, you're probably always going to struggle. It's going to feel a bit clunkier, and that's a brilliant example of, you know, what they do week in, week out.
It's like him where you tried veganism.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same thing. It didn't look right straight away.
No,
It didn't
it was
feel
wrong.
right, did it?
It was wrong. Should we look at Seb Atkinson's try?
Yeah, I love this try. Obviously, it's really well set up. Again, probably Flats's point earlier, it's not the best try ever in terms of the build-up. Lovely 2-on-1, simple skills, and it's this bit from Thomas Williams for me. Just, again, we spoke about it earlier. Players having confidence to express themselves, show the very best version of themselves. That ball inside, felt it could have been a really easy one to Christian Wade, couple of metre pass, and he goes in and scores. And it's kind of the audacity, and I love it. Just flicking that no-look basketball pass over the top, Seb Atkinson scores. So good.
Yeah, but whose pass was better? That one, Thomas Williams, or Calavetti Revovo?
It's tough, isn't it? Different.
My one's better.
Your one, I'd say, is more skillful. That one's more audacious.
That's cooler.
Yeah.
But most of us, you wouldn't think of it or whatever, most of us could sort of do that pass just about. I don't think most people could physically do Revovo's pass. This is cooler. It's the coolest pass of the year. It is the coolest pass of the year. But what you don't see, also, your first try, which is amazing, you need, if you're going to play like Bristol are going to play, you need geniuses. You need them to spark something from nothing. But then Revovo, who sets off on that run and beats everyone and steamrollers Ben Spencer, he's done a 55 metre track back to get to that ball. And you think, well, actually, these are the bits that underpin it. And the little bits we've finished that, you know, the bits we've picked that finish them off are kind of the cherry on the top. And that pass from Thomas Williams is just beautiful, isn't it?
I was talking to some players from Ireland who are making their way into our wonderful Premiership next season, and they're watching some of these moments, and they're excited about joining this league now. It's got a reputation of a place to go and play really fun rugby. It's really important, isn't it?
It's so important. Like, you can see the players feed off it, the energy they get from moments like that, or people trying things. You know, I think certainly maybe in the past we've criticised people for being a bit loose or having a go at something. Actually, at the moment, it's get on board. Let's try something. What other highlight reels can we kind of create and everyone get behind? And as you say, those kids, they want to practice the no-look basketball pass. They want to practice the 10-metre flick behind the back.
And you know, if you're about to sign for a big French club, you know there's a cut. Say if you're a forward, for example, you know there are certain things you're going to have to deliver. You're going to have to deliver on heft, physicality. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be relentlessly just confrontational. The Prem has that. But now, if you're signing for a decent Prem club, one of the Prem clubs, you are thinking, I need to be fit, I need to be mobile, and my skills need to be up to scratch. I need to be very, very comfortable in space with the ball, because this is a league that requires everything from everyone.
That's your view, and very good ones too. But how about all of you at home? You voted for your favourite tries. So let's have a look at these. They're all different kinds of tries as well. We like that, a real kind of mix. First one up, this is from Aaron Reid, Flats.
Yeah, I couldn't quite believe this one. When you think about the players, Ben Earl, Nick Tompkins, the players that Aaron Reid is skinning, it's one thing that he's super quick, right? We know that Aaron Reid is super quick. But actually, he's run about 5 metres for the metre that everyone else has run. He's like a dog on a walk. He's this way and that. I'm not sure anyone's got the right to run that quickly around a corner.
Yeah, and this Angus Hall finish, it's just legs in the air, getting the ball down. Such a brilliant finish, acrobatic at its best.
And this one's all about coast-to-coast try scoring, right?
Yeah, love it. And this is Bristol to a T. And Skaz seems to remember that Chris Ashton was commentating on this, and as soon as they got the ball, he said, there's a try on here. And with most teams, you wouldn't think that, but Bristol absolutely rolled the dice. Guess who? Revovo's involved. Gabriel Ibitoye is involved. Do you know what? It's the execution which is fabulous, but at this point, Leicester at 6 and 7s, they're gone. It's not just that, it's the ambition. It's the skills to pull it off, the ambition and the freedom they're given. So I often watch that and I think, well done, Director of Rugby.
If that was a team try, this is the individual moment.
Oh, and we've spoken about him all season, haven't we? Henry Pollock has been brilliant. He brushes off Curry, Cowan-Dickey, then he sticks it on the toe, and then he has the pace to go and regather it. I mean, it's an unbelievably brilliant individual try.
And then it finishes up by going, I'm going to fight Dan Dupree.
Yeah, he thought about it. You see, he thought about it and he was like, yeah, no. He's thought about it and thought he's one of those beasts. Actually, no, not one of those mutants. Just if it's anyone else, yeah, not those two.
Here are the results of the poll, 38% have gone for Aaron Reid's try against Saracens. They love the pure speed of it all. That's their favourite try. Individual brilliance, Pollock, yeah, coast to coast lane, and acrobatic finish is fourth. That's Haldeman. So do you agree with this? I mean, yeah, I think Pollock's is pretty high up there, but not number one, surprisingly.
No, I think that Aaron Reid try is unbelievable. How he maintains his speed and changes direction and beats all those players Flat spoke about, it's phenomenal.
It's sensational. And changing direction without losing any pace like that is highly unusual, even at this level. But Henry Pollock's try against Sale was... Well, he's on a Lions tour, isn't he? That's why.
But Skaz, get us into his brain for a moment. His job primarily as a back rower is to kind of mop things up a little, some big carry, set up things for the backs. To be in the mindset where you're going to chip and chase is phenomenal. Like, where does that come from?
Love it. Probably Sam Vesti, an expression that Northampton Saints have and how they train. Yeah, his first job, obviously, it's from a kick return, isn't it? So he's passed the ball infield. His job, as you say, carry big, beats the first, beats the second. And then all of a sudden he's like, right, game on from here on out. He sees the opportunity. He's obviously something he's practiced. You don't do that if you've never done it before. Gets potentially a fortuitous bounce, but I love to see those come off when you've created that sort of space and that sort of opportunity.
Yeah, you make your own luck with the bounce.
Exactly.
And by the way, just in that game alone, that wasn't all he did. He made a mega break again through a Curry brother, through Cowan Dickey, delivered one of the passes of the season over the top, a bit Thomas Williams style. That's the first try he ever scored in the Prem. He's 9 years old.
He's 9 years
incredible,
old.
yeah.
Imagine running like that with a nappy on. It's unbelievable what he does. It really is. Saracens wingers have always been good at acrobatic finishes. I don't know if it's something they trained to do. Years ago, they were all doing it. Lewington, the likes, were all doing it. Angus Hall's finish here is brilliant. Are you blown away by the physics of some of these finishes, Flats? Because it seems impossible to do some of this stuff.
I think, having gone to watch a few training sessions, I think, believe it or not, shock horror, they actually practice it. But the point is, everything has to be perfect. He needs to be at full chat when he receives the ball. He needs to get past the defender because that ball needs to be in the wrong hand, effectively. If the ball is in the left hand, in the touch, so he's got a hand free to fend off a defender, he needs that defender to not make contact with him before he gets there. So everything passes, all the passes leading up to it mean that he needs to hit that at full chat, put it in effectively the wrong hand, closer to the defender. And it's all very, very acrobatic. And it's the sort of thing that 10 years ago, we couldn't believe it when it happened. 5 years ago, it happening a bit more. Now, as mad as it sounds, we kind of come to expect it of these guys.
It's all about getting your feet in the air as well. As soon as you take that last step infield, get your feet higher than where the ball's going to be, because then you've given yourself a chance to ground it.
Why is that?
Well, those ones where you see people dive and their feet are dragging behind them. If they go into touch, there's no try score because that's hitting the ground before the ball hits the ground. To get your feet in the air, get the ball down, and you give yourself a chance.
Are you doing this when you go to England camp? Is there right, we're doing try scoring for the next 15 minutes?
Probably not necessarily my role, but certainly the girls on the edges are. You put a crash mat on what essentially is out of the field. You're charging down the edge, you land on the crash mat, you're putting the ball in the field of play, you're giving yourself a shot.
Why do I want to spend an hour doing that?
Did you see at some point this season, Duhan van der Merwe was playing in a game, the Scottish winger, and he actually was almost unmarked and he went towards the camera and did one of the corner and did one of those really acrobatic finishes, and it's like, mate, there's no defenders there. I think he did it for the gram.
Yeah, well, he's right, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's been a sensational season, hasn't it?
You
loved it?
Loved it. So good.
Flats, the new one can't come round quick enough.
No, very entertained. Very well done to everybody.
Good stuff. And thank you for voting for your tries. We enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed this season. We'll see you all very, very soon. From all of us, bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.